Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to this evening's music and meditation session. My name is Anand Thiruvengdam. I'll be your host. First of all, I want to thank you all for taking the time. I know it's a Sunday evening. It's a long weekend, but it's still. Um, Thank you for taking the time to join us for this meditation session. So today, as the format goes, we'll have a short meditation followed by musical performance, and the musician for today will be Kalyanji. I'm actually glad to welcome him, Kalyanji. If you don't mind, can you please? Yes, thank you. Um, so a little bit about myself, and then I'll turn it over to Kalyanji. So I have been practicing Surge Yoga meditation since 2007, and I'm from the West Coast. I'm actually based out of California here, San Francisco Bay Area. And over to you, Kalyanji. Please tell us about yourself and what kind of music will you be playing today for us?
Sure. Thank you so much, Anand. If you can take out the G, that'll be good.
Okay.
Sure. So, I'm very glad to be here. Very nice to meet you all in this forum. I'm going to be playing Indian classical music. I play the violin, which is a Western instrument, but I play the Indian classical music on the violin. I will be playing different ragas. So as we go along, I'll probably introduce what piece I'm going to be playing, and we can also do a little bit of a meditation. So as we go through the process, we will do the meditation together, and also listen to the ragas that will help the different chakras. And so I have been practicing Saj Yoga for about 18 years now, and it's been a great journey for me. Just learning how to meditate and how to be balanced and how to face all the situations that we go through in our life and so on. So it's very joyful to share that with all of you, and looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's get started. Let me quickly share my screen. Let me first start with a quick introduction to Shri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga Meditation. If you have been attending these meditations for a while, you of course heard from us practitioners, but just again wanted to reiterate Shri Mataji's vision is for the whole of humanity to get their self-realization. And as you may have heard, she found this unique way of awakening the spiritual energy within all of us. And what is also unique about Sahaja meditation is that it's en masse, it's very spontaneous, it happens effortlessly, and it can happen. The awakening can happen to anybody and everybody. We all have the spiritual energy within us, also referred to as Kundalini. And so Shrimataji traveled all across the world and tirelessly worked to spread the message of Sahaja meditation, which is this pure love that's within all of us. And she, of course, also gave realization to all of us. And because this energy is within all of us, we don't have to pay for it. We are born with it. It's ours. And that's the reason why Shrimataji wanted Sahaja meditation to be always available to everybody for free. And it's all purely volunteer driven, like all of us here. If you've been attending the meditations thus far, you probably know the basics, but I'll just do a quick recap before we go into the meditation. The basics are that there is the subtle system within all of us, and we have 3 channels and 7 energy centers, and the spiritual energy that's within us is the one that's awakened through a process known as self-realization. And as you can see here, these are the 3 channels. The left channel, which is on here on the left side, starts from the base, which is the first energy center, also known as a chakra, called the Muladhara chakra. And that's the left channel that rises up all the way to the top, which is here. And then the right channel is on the right side, on our side, and it starts from the second center, rises up to the top. And the central channel is the middle one. Now, this energy here, the spiritual energy, is called the Kundalini. It resides here in a triangular bone, which is also known as the sacrum bone, just above the first center. And when this energy is awakened, it rises through the central channel, through all these energy centers, and reaches the top, which is the 7th center, which is also known as the Sahasrara in Sanskrit, the center of integration, which is basically the beginning of the self-realization process. And also, as you may have experienced with the awakening of this energy, as this energy crosses the 6th center, which is where our institutions of ego and superego are, and where all the thoughts essentially emanate from, as the energy pierces through and crosses that center, our attention moves above the center. You start to experience the state of thoughtless awareness, and that's where the space between the thoughts start to establish itself. And as you meditate more and more, it's the nourishment that you can provide to strengthen the self-realization process, and you will be able to more effortlessly get into that state of thoughtless awareness and be able to enjoy that silence within us. So those are the basics. Now, let's start with a short guided meditation, and then we'll have a silent meditation, then we'll start the musical session. So now let's be seated comfortably, either on the ground or on a chair. Let's close our eyes. Let's slowly enter into a state of meditation. We can bring our attention to our breathing. Let's inhale and exhale a few times and observe ourselves as we do that. Let's now move our attention to our heart. Left hand still on our lap, right hand placed on our heart on the left side. Let's try to bring our attention to our heart. Let's ask the mothering energy, Mother Kundalini. Mother, let me feel the joy of the pure spirit. Mother, let me be one with the pure spirit that resides in my heart. Mother, let me feel the pure joy of the Spirit. Let's move our right hand down to our abdomen area, stomach area. This is the center of satisfaction, also of our seeking. Mother, let me be a satisfied person. Mother, let me be happy, satisfied with what I have. Mother, let me have the pure seeking, the seeking of my spiritual ascent, of the peace, of the joy. Let's slowly move our right hand down below to our lower abdomen near the hip. This is the center of pure attention, pure knowledge. Mother, please let me have the pure knowledge of the divine. Please let me have the pure knowledge of the subtle system. Mother, let me have pure attention, positive attention. Let's bring our right hand back on our heart. Mother, please remove all the fears that are within me. Please remove all the insecurities and anxieties that are within me. Mother, please make me a fearless person, a courageous person. Let's take our right hand and place it on the back of our neck on the left side, and you can grab it. Tilt your head to the right a little bit. The center is the center where the guilt accumulates and then blocks the ascent, blocks the spiritual energy from ascending. So let's affirm to this mothering energy within us, Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. How can I be guilty when I am the pure spirit? Let's now take our right hand, place it on the forehead, rest our forehead and slightly bend forward. This is the sixth center, a center where the institutions of ego and superego reside, and they block the spiritual energy from rising. And the center gets blocked when we don't forgive. When we lack humility. So let's affirm, Mother, I forgive everyone. It doesn't matter who or what or when. Mother, I just forgive. I forgive everyone, including myself. Let's affirm with all sincerity, Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Let's also affirm, Mother. Let's request, Mother. Mother, please make me a humble person. Please establish humility within me. Now let's take our right hand on the top of her head, place it firmly against the scalp. Now we'll rotate the scalp 7 times clockwise, and every time you rotate, please request the mothering energy to grant our self-realization or establish our self-realization. 7 times clockwise. Mother, please grant me my self-realization. Mother, please establish my self-realization. Mother, please let the light of the pure spirit within us enlighten our brain, Mother, please let me enjoy the state of pure joy, pure silence within us. When you're done, you can bring your right hand back on your lap. Let's just meditate for 1 moment. Let our attention to the top of our head. Let's open our eyes and now let's listen to some music. Kalyan, over to you.
Let's put our attention on the first center at the base of the spine. It's the center that gives us innocence, and it's the basis for our spiritual progress. I will be playing a rag for this center. You can just stay in meditation. We can keep our attention on the center at the base of the spine, or if we feel comfortable, we can keep it above the top of the head while we just watch our attention. we will just raise more of this energy using our right hand. We can put our right hand in front of our base of the spine with the palm facing upward, and we can slowly bring it up. And as we bring our right hand, we let our attention follow it. We might be able to feel the energy moving inside of us along the spine. We bring it to the level of the heart. We keep moving it slowly, taking it to the throat area, and then the forehead. And then we can put it at the top of the head. We can rest the palm at the top of the head and then lift it up a little more, a few inches above. And this really helps the attention come up. You can just take note of what you're feeling in your hand above the top of the head. It could be a cool feeling, or sometimes it could be warm. If you're not feeling anything, that's fine as well. You can bring it back to your lap. The next piece of music that I'm going to be playing is for the heart center. The heart has a number of different qualities like compassion, security, and above all, we have the spirit in our heart which gives us joy. And when we are in touch with the spirit, we can experience that joy within us. I'll play some music for the heart center.
Thank you, Kalyan. Let's, before we wrap up the meditation for today, let's let's do a quick exercise. Let's bring our right hand on top of our head, just maybe a few inches above, and let's just silently observe what we feel on our palm, fingertips. Let's raise our right hand above. You can actually do this above and below, up and down, and see if you observe anything. Anything very subtle, something very gentle, a cool breeze, or any other sensation. Now let's bring our right hand back on our lap. Let's repeat this with our left hand again, just a little bit above the top of our head. You can just move it up a little bit maybe, and see at some point you'll feel something very subtle and gentle, a cool breeze, very subtle, or maybe even a warm breeze, or any, just observe. Left hand back one last time with the right hand, just above our head. Let's bring our right hand back on our laps. Quickly share with you these resources. Of course, you probably are familiar with this already. You're welcome to join us online, meditateanytime.com. And of course, there are multiple other websites where you can join us for live guided sessions, of course, every day, Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. as well as on Saturdays and Sundays. And of course, if you